No, it's a live stream. We're doing question answer. We are just doing a commentary reaction. Yeah. So welcome on board, and we'll be just showing videos as we go by. Show your reactions. What do you think about what's happening in London with Rocio traveling now from London? She's now gone to a different destination. Mayugno in Tanzania with Alex, and DMWANGO leaving the Nyabohanze village. Meanwhile, David Jr. has been challenging the haters. So I don't know. I've not done a live stream yet on this, but today I've decided to dare it. So I'll be getting you the videos on this just to support what I'm saying here. So of course, if as we start with the DMWANGO leaving, let me just show you what happened here. Yeah, so welcome on board. I can see one person having come by. Today we are doing a social reaction. We are commenting on DMWANGO. I hope you know DMWANGO, right? So what do you think about what's happening there? If you have an idea about what's happening in Nyabohanze, you can come and we talk about it. Yeah, so remember today DMWANGO was leaving Nyabohanze to a place they call a non-destination. But she had mentioned, she had already mentioned something to do with London, and she had mentioned something to do with Walsh, right? So, of course, when we read the minds of people and they're talking about Nyabohanze, leaving Nyabohanze, and they're talking about destination, taking 2 flights, one Nairobi and then another later, then we put one and one together and we said possibly she's going to London. And so the question is she competing Rocio? Yeah, so of course here she did a video, if you remember,
so much.
And this is what she was saying.
Maui one day, it's beautiful, yes I will, in the US. This AI
so when she began her video, let me just click
a kid's
it
photo
and
into a personalized storybook
we see
parents
what
will
we
pay
can
for.
do here.
Here's how it works. Small, I see you, Masha.
Yeah, so
Welcome
in the video, why I'm leaving home, it's about time.
Welcome to today's live stream.
You remember that video? She said clearly that she'll be leaving home to a destination unknown.
My SD card kind of got corrupted, so here we are. Honest guy, he can write his number for flowers. Yeah, he gifts me very beautiful flowers. Curious florist who can do that.
Yeah,
okay.
So let me check
Let me first
here.
build the house. So today is my last parents' place or my brother's place because it's not mine. But once my place is up, you guys will be coming.
Yeah, and this is what she promised you people.
Watching the sunset, man, it will be pure enjoyment.
This is what she
That's
promised
what I'm
you.
waiting for. Take your time, you know I'm coming. They're not ready.
So she
oh my God, I
promised
can't
that
wait.
she's
For
going
sure, I
to
can't
throw
wait.
a party.
It will be such a wow. I don't know. But one thing, by God's grace, before next year, such a time, we should be done. We should be done next year.
All right. That's DMWANGO for you. So she was actually assuring people that by next year, a month like this one in June, her house, the villa will be ready in Nyabohanze. And once the villa is ready, she'll be throwing party after party. I don't know what you think about this, you know? And of course, her posture, as always, is this, you know, trying to prove a point to you. I don't know what you think about this. I've seen some people coming live and some disappearing. So just stay put so that I can recognize it. You tell us actually what do you think about this. Yeah, the lady, a Mama Africa travel lady. So when she says that, what do you think about, you know, how she's saying it, you know? In my thought, I look at her as a bragging girl, because she says in her 20s anyway. Yeah, so Ethan Omari is saying, hi, welcome on board. Do you watch DEE anyway? And what is your thought about the video she posted yesterday, why I am leaving home? It's about time. If you watched it, let's see. And I've just played some little part there showing us what she said as she was starting that video. She said she was going to leave home. Hi, Monica, welcome on board. Today we're just doing a random reaction on, DEE and the rest. Yeah, hi. Some questions here are very tricky. Yeah, so Monica, what did you say? 11. Okay. So DEE said yesterday that she's going to a destination unknown. Where am I from? I'm of course in Kenya. So I don't know whether you watch this DEE traveler. Yeah. So I'm doing a reaction on her because she quite posts videos, vlogs every day. And my focus is to see the positives and negatives in them. So Monica, Nairobi. Are you in Nairobi or? Yeah. So welcome on board. Thank you very much for showing up here as we do this commentary. So DEE, of course, said that she's going to throw party after party for the friends. And of course, for her, she said she will be having private parties. Let me just play again another part here as she's proving that.
So I can't wait. Oh my God, oh my God, you guys. I don't know. Because I know my friends. I know my friends. My friends need enough space to be outside and so private, you know? Because we can't do that in my parents' house or my brother's house or whatever. We can throw our parties, we can wear our swimsuits, and oh my God, it will be the best feeling ever, like freestyle. You know, the gates are closed and it's pure enjoyment in there.
Okay, so did you hear her? Pure enjoyment. Pure enjoyment with friends. Yeah, so, and this takes us back to the friends she's backed down on and said they are haters now. So, will Castro be invited in this? Okay, Monica says yes, so you're in Nairobi. Ethan Omari, hola. Hola, so that is Spanish for us. Okay, so that's her take, that once she has a villa, she's going to live a private life, closed gates, and parties will be thrown party after party, and only the invitees will be allowed. Hola! Yeah, so woto. We are in the woto business here. Yeah, so we actually have heard her loud and clear telling us that if you are a hetero, if you've never invited her, if you've not been in the picture, then the gate will be closed, so you'll not be invited. I wonder what makes her think that people will be interested in parties in Nyabohanse, because many of us go for parties wherever we are, yeah? We go with our friends, and of course we watch her, we follow what she's doing, we correct her, we point out her strength and weakness, but we are not interested in going whatsoever to the villa. I don't know what you feel, Monica, and the rest of those who are coming online here. Stay put and, make a commentary about what I'm just saying in this live stream. Now, the other aspect that I just saw in this video, and I was like, okay. So if you are having closed, no, I don't have any friends, Monica, why? Why? Or am I being too inquisitive? Okay, so let's get to another aspect in this video. And DeeMWANGO was like, somebody asks, somebody asks, where is Matt? You know Matt? Matt is the dog that DeeMWANGO always has. And what did she say? Let's just check what she said if you didn't hear her. Is out with the old and in with the new. She gave an answer right away when somebody asks.
So Matt is there. I can't wait to see him. I've missed him so much as well. But he's well taken care of. I send money for beats, like nothing stops, you know. I have a clear passage. And President, thank you so much. Gertrude, I really appreciate. Kenya, you're so beautiful. She makes noise.
Yeah, so of course she was talking of Matt before she went to Kenya, the cat. And she said that Matt is in Mombasa. And from the comment section, somebody indicated that that Matt belongs to a house owner, the B&B owner. And so she just goes, rents, uses Matt. And once she leaves Mombasa again, Matt is taken care of by the owner. What do you think about this if you've been watching DeeMWANGO, for example? And if you know more details about whatever she says every now and then, here and there. Okay, Monica says we don't have any money. Okay, you might not be having money, but does that stop you from having friends? Because, of course, friends we have them, not just because we have money. Friends are a social aspect in life. Yeah, so why? Anyway, let's get back to DeeMWANGO again. From the same video, there is something I heard here and I was like, I'll talk about it, whether in the live stream or in any other.
And it has been so good to be at home. I can't wait to be back, you know. I don't need to go, you know. I can't wait to see you travel again. I love watching your beach time.
So, of course, there is this part here.
I'll have a private party with my people. Honestly, what if that's fun? I don't know. But
so I think you are again getting that part.
Thank you so much, Michelle Facey, for being here. I really appreciate. I can't wait. We will be sunbathing with bikinis and just enjoying and living life. I can't wait. Next year, such a time, by God's grace, if not 100% complete, it will be 90% complete. Maybe I'll just be doing the furnishing and all that. No doubt, by God's grace, you know. Under 1 year, it should be complete. Wishing you good health in all your...
Yeah, so that was what she indicated yesterday. So I don't know what your thought is about this. So what is your thought about that? I would wish to have comments streaming in. And possibly what do you think about her posture and what she was saying, you know. When we are doing this analysis, we look at what somebody is expressing. Monica is saying the friends are fake. Why are people not here? I'm yet to also, you know, await for them to come. Sometimes it takes a while, and many people are doing live streams at night, and I didn't schedule. So it might be that they are coming slowly. Let's hope that they'll be here. Yesterday I did some stream and more people came. I don't know. Today it's taking a while. But yesterday's reaction was a bit political. Today we are into the social. I do not know whether many people are not aware that I'm going to do a live stream on DeeMWANGO, because the many people who really do reactions on her have live streams at this hour. So it's possible would also, have people coming slowly by slowly. But welcome on board. I can see now 5 people on board. Chat with us so that we understand who is there, and we keep talking about the DEE story, why I am leaving home. Yeah. So why I'm leaving home, as we proceed, while talking about that, she came up with something else that I want us to explore here.
You are rich by blood.
What is this? Let me just check.
This is why your birthday isn't. Population of your village. Honestly, I don't know, but it's not so crowded. Actually, when dishes apart way from Kenya, Jamaican dishes are the best, the best. Let me just say, Caribbean cuisines are the best. Rice and peas. Oh my God, you guys. Festival.
So she
So
gave
much.
that again.
Actually, I would really prefer Caribbean food over Kenyan food, but still, kind of, all the same.
What
To
would
me,
you prefer? She said she prefers Caribbean food. So for those who have traveled, maybe you can give your views. What is your preference if you compare the two? And what is this desirable aspect of their cuisine compared to Kenyan cuisine? So what is this unique one? You can give us that so that we get to understand. Is it seafood? Or which particular aspect tell why the cuisine for Caribbean people is preferred by her? Maybe she didn't explore here because it was a question-answer session. But for those who remember how she used to travel to Jamaica, I saw her dealing with plantains. So I don't know, for Monica and who else? There's somebody else who came here, Ethan. The others are not introducing themselves. So do you love plantain, for example? And would you say, for example, that Kenyan food is not better than Jamaican food? That's her view. That's what she was trying to tell us. My question is just that while she's in Nyabohanse, she keeps eating Kenyan food. So I'm like, are you trying to poke us in the nose? Are you challenging us? Or why is it that you're telling us that you like Jamaican food? Yet, throughout that 2 weeks you've been in Nyabohanse, you've been eating Kenyan food. Again, there is a day, if I could just establish the video, she said that sukuma wiki is the best vegetable. Of course, it was the recent video where she was telling us how she has prepared lunch. And she told us that sukuma wiki is the best vegetable. And even though most of us consider it as a meal for the poor people, for her, she just loves eating sukuma wiki from the, farm. So let me check on this one, that video that she had posted. Monica is saying, oh, pardon. Yeah, I'm holding a conversation, a discourse surrounding DEE MWANGO, a popular traveler that, gives some lies, controversial aspect, attitude, and that has attracted a lot of reactions towards her videos most of the time. And I'm just doing the first live stream to test on something, whether people will come by and contribute towards the discussion. Yeah, so there's this video here. There's a video here I played the other day when she was preparing lunch, and she said that her best meal is sukuma wiki. I think it's this one, when she was taking lunch in her pajamas, this one. So let me play it so that you understand what I'm talking about
rational
here.
Expression x squared minus 9 divided by x squared plus.
These advancements.
What's available? A lot.
Let me check for it. I'm checking the computer. Was it, yeah, of course it was this video.
From Lee climbing on my countryside, I have a wow, massive mega space. You guys, also because we have a lot of people working for us, and my brother feeds them, you know, so he kind of tries to balance. I'll just have this soup because this me and meat, no, I always cook beef meat for my dog. Much. I truly miss him.
Yeah, this one.
I can't wait to be back. So here, as you all see, this is actually beef. I'll just have the soup, nothing else. I'll just have the soup. I'm trying to kind of mix it a little bit. Maybe I need, okay, I'll just, anyway. I love the soup. The soup is okay. That's it. So I can cover the rest so that my brother can also come and get something.
Yeah, so that day, in that video, she indicated that sukuma wiki is the best meal. I don't know.
This is what I'll have.
For those who are on board, what do you think? Do you think she was being genuine here or she was playing tricks on us? Yeah, now, again, in the same video.
My brother to build a tub and shower by the river come from the UK. Thank you so much. AMKE. I believe in working hard. Every woman should really appreciate, you know. I really appreciate you. Nakubali dada mkubwa. Big up. Thank you so much. Danix Onesimo. Thank you so much. Your name is also Anna. Yes. It's not like an official name. It's like a home. Right now, everything that I see, I equate it to a bag of cement. Right now, I have no true, and I love you guys as well. What's your favorite thing to eat? The fruits. My favorite thing to eat is fruits. Okay? Will you build also in Mombasa if land come through? That one is 100% guaranteed. 100% guaranteed. No doubt.
Yeah, so she talked about
sure.
that.
That is Joraya. I want to have a lot of homes. I want to have a home at home.
She's
I want to
going
have
to
a
have
home
a
in
home in
Mombasa.
Mombasa.
I want to have a home somewhere else, maybe where my future husband will come from.
Poland.
So yeah, the goal is to be wealthy, for
Wealthy,
sure.
for sure.
Getful Lubasi says you're ready.
So, what do you think about this? Is this feeling to you like, yeah, the real G? Or what exactly do you think when somebody says this, they want to have wealth? A home in Mombasa, another in Nyabohanze, and where the future husband will be. What do you think about this thought? Dimongo was sharing online why I'm leaving home. And I was like, so you're leaving home to go get another piece of land? Of course, by today, people are saying that she left to go be introduced to the parents of the boyfriend. So let's just check here. So, I don't know, many people are coming, disappearing, coming and disappearing. And it seems that today's audience are not those familiar with the topic I'm discussing. Yeah. So let's get to this one when she's leaving home. David Jr. is the one who posted. So we check on David Jr. David Jr. Yeah, David Jr. posted it to show the brother leaving home in the emotional goodbye, that one. So he says that the sister is going to unknown destination. Let's just see.
Within 45 minutes.
Here it is.
You need to check it. Yeah, I need to check. Even if the plane hasn't arrived yet. Yes. Okay, guys. Yeah.
There she goes.
Yeah, this car always helps us.
The selfie there. And I'm like,
Stretching
okay.
I'm not a morning person. I woke up at 5 a.m. Okay, guys. A morning person or not. I can only wake up so early when I have a flight to catch.
Okay, did you hear that? She can only wake up early if she has a flight to catch. And then the brother comes later and says, of course, the first destination is known, but the second is not yet known.
On these other side, guys, but I love everything about these, airstrip. It's not so nice. It looks. That's the plane, guys.
Yeah, so just as the plane was landing, the brother had to alight again and, pick it. And I was like, okay, so you're talking about the unknown destination. Monica, are you a teacher? Yeah, I am. That's what I trained for and that's what I do. But aside from that, we do other things like content creation and more. So let's turn back to the video we are just watching and show what exactly is happening here. Yeah, so when David Jr. says this, but then when you go to other venues like J2 podcast already knows that she is going to London. And our question is, for the past about 5 days, Rocio has been on the streets of London, and she was really doing it greatly. So is DeMWANGO deciding to go there to give some sort of competition and prove a point? Many people have been challenging her, telling her she doesn't have money. I don't know where the idea came from, but anyway, that's it on the streets of reaction. So people kept saying that, and she's like, she wants to prove a point now here. So, and of late, I don't know why both Devi Jr. and DeMWANGO are concentrating now on haters. Does it mean that now the haters are doing it? Like, just listen to that part.
Guys, I don't know what to say, but they try so much, but at the end of the day, they get nothing from it. So, and people are tired of negativity. They don't gain anything from it. 2,000 views. What will it give you at the end of the day? So, at the end of the day, nobody can tear me down, guys. Nobody can tear me down.
Yeah, so she's saying she cannot be torn down. What do you think? For those who watch DeMWANGO, I would wish they really come here and gather here and talk about it, because that's what she's proven, Like the strength in her personality, she can't be torn down by anybody. But at the same time, she's really concentrating on haters every day, talking about haters, 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 haters. So do you think she's being genuine in saying that nobody will wear her down? Do you think she's also focusing when she talks about the haters? Now we've seen at that part she's laughing hysterically and saying 2,000 views, what will they do to you? A day. 2,000 views cannot do anything for anyone. I believe those views are counted even monthly. So if someone is doing a negative reaction and gets 2,000 views a day, Multiply that by 30 days, those are 6,000 views on one video. What about the rest? Because they don't do only one video, they do different videos. So as far as you're laughing and making it look like it doesn't work, this kind of documentary, the critiques actually work. Just like the reviewers of books earn from it, I believe negative reaction, whereby people focus on the negatives and comment about it, it earns too. Because as far as the hours are there and the views, it will still earn them something. So let's go get ahead and see more from this. I don't know why there are so many advertisements these days on these videos.
When God hasn't said this is it for you, girl,
That's what she's saying.
me down because God, the grant family says, hey dear, just sent you an email and this amount, like 65,000, I have to pay it in the bank and get the receipts. You know, like honestly, things have gone so high. It's so expensive. But again, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy. Like I thank God. Because I wanna do it right now. Me, I don't want to age as a bitter woman. I just wanna age gracefully.
Yeah, so do you hear that part? Every time the MWANGO talks about her success, then she mentions, I don't want to age as a bitter woman. I want to age gracefully. And remember, she pointed out recently in another video, if you didn't hear, that at 30, you're already a grandmother. At 30, right? So how many of us are 30? I wish so many people would come here, gather here, and talk about this. That at 30, you're already aged. So if you have not built a villa or whichever building, you've not poured cement and built, then you are a failure. You are a failure, a bitter woman. And you are there in people's rental houses being controlled on where to put a nail and where not to. That is exactly what she said. So I don't know. You know, sometimes you can say something and you believe that you're just attacking the haters. But I believe that was not a very right approach of talking to people, like demeaning them, because most people don't want to be who they are. And of course, she keeps cheating us that just be yourself. Let me just check where she said this.
If you look younger than your age, watch this.
Let me check for it.
Uncle, mimi nafanya hapa live, wacha niwaambie. Yeah, and it's a good thing, guys. You will never lack because of giving. No.
Yeah,
Never.
she's saying here you'll never lack because of
and
giving. And giving wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But remember, she said that she will not help anymore because her help has not been appreciated by some people. Remember, she has a conflict with Castor, Trudy, Miss Trudy. Of course, even when she was in Nairobi, she didn't make efforts of meeting, regardless of having been together. And she has many other enemies, of course. But in life, I think someone has just to appreciate that we have friends, we have enemies, we have people who have been friends and whom we no longer relate with because of one thing or the other. Then here, in the emotional goodbye, as she's taking the flight, let's just get to the brother. The brother comes back and comes in the
How are you doing?
in the farm.
I'm just away. This is Brian.
Now, I wanted to talk about this one again.
Who's taking care of my sister's property? Okay, where is he? I don't know. Murimi. His boy. I'm just thinking is Murimi. Murimi, you are the person who is taking care of the property. Yeah, I'm thinking so. Down here. No, me, I'm taking care of the road. Oh, taking care of the road. Honoring, no.
Let me ask you people. Has MWANGO left her property in hands of Murimi? You people, if you are online, The 5, I've seen 3 likes there. If you actually understand the story of DMWANGO and Murimi. Murimi is a drunkard in the village of Nyabohanse, and he sold land to DMWANGO. And many people made a lot of noise, some calling it grabbing, which I don't agree because it was not actually grabbing per se. But then, this man is drunk. You can even see in this video he's drunk, literally. And if he's the one in charge of whatever is left, because DMWANGO left for London, I believe, claiming that the brother will be in charge. But here is Murimi in charge, and he's a drunkard. I believe even the money he sold the land for is already over. It's already over. Let's just proceed.
It's boy, it's not me. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But this is very, very temporal. In future, I know she wanna be building a perimeter wall.
Okay, so Debbie is taking us through that property, of course, here.
It's a big land. Lifetime investment. Right here.
How many acres, Debbie?
See, guys.
Big land. How many acres?
So let's keep going this way. Huh. Okay, guys, this is what we are doing here in the village. Yeah, and as a brother, we have to be very vigilant of our properties here. Mm-hmm. Especially right now, my sister, she is not around.
Of course, you realize that David Jr. was aware of who is taking care, and in fact, this man Murimi is just there, squatting, but he's not in charge of any project. Thank you, Monica, for the promise. If you have a viewers too, I'll do the same. And I really urge also that you share my videos so that many people come. I have subscribers about 2,000 plus. But when I do live streams, sometimes I just receive like less than 100. And I am not consistent in live streams. I don't know whether that is affecting the presence of people here. Anyway, I'll keep trying. So today I'm still doing on Nyabohanse, and we've seen how David Jr. is. I don't know whether he's picking up the boastful aspect of the brother and sister, because he's here talking about a lifetime investment, and previously I heard that was about 100 by 50, and I was like, that is just two plots. So is this massive? Anyway, maybe they have planned to buy little by little the land from Matikos, Murimis, and the likes, because these people are just sick. These people are sick and they are selling the whole land. And even as the chief was saying that he will no longer allow the selling of land. Yesterday we had Matiko. Matiko, not the Matiko, the brother to Murimi, but the other Matiko, Chef Matiko from abroad. And when he came, he was at Iammarwa. Yeah. So they decided that they're going to have to purchase land. Let's just go through this one as David Jr. shows us the sunflowers, and he's walking through the property. Now his intention was actually to humiliate the haters from what we can see. Hi Eduti, everyone. Hi Vav Erudition. Oh, you have almost a similar name to ours. Verb 5 Erudition 3. Okay. So what is maybe your channel about? That one we can chat as we go by. But today we have come in Nyabohanse. We are doing a lot of analysis on DMWANGO, the brother David Jr., Iammarwa, and what Rosho is doing in London. Yeah, I didn't get time to do a video and post, so I'm just doing live, randomly picking areas of strength and weakness here and there. Yeah, so of course, people are saying DMWANGO is leaving home to go prove to people that she can still travel, she can still touch the air. And of course, in this video, she was proving that she would want children, but she does not have any currently or pregnancy. You know, in the past time, people are asking questions, asking whether she's pregnant or whatever. So Viv erudition is, I'm not a creator, just consuming content for now. Thank you. Maybe with time you learn and pick up something that is interesting to you. But thank you for coming to our site. Because if you do a live and you're not getting anyone coming up, it doesn't really make you comfortable. But at least people are coming, some disappearing, some staying, and I'm so appreciative. Yeah, so of course DMWANGO is one lady that has really traveled the country, not the country only, but globally. She has gone to about 70 different nations. The problem with her, sometimes she lies, and sometimes she also brags or seems to be putting off people, and she feels like no one can tell her anything. And so we look at such things, and for the positive, she's very strong, focused, and hardworking, of course making it at a tender age. Yeah, so you're saying you're very familiar with the Ondari family. Okay, so in your view, does this family give us all the correct information? Because I've just been doing an analysis of 2 different videos. There's a day she was saying that sukuma wiki is the best meal. Now, in this video today, she told us, yesterday's video, she told us that Caribbean food is better than Kenya by far. But there is a time she was telling us that in her village, she eats a lot of ugali, which comes directly from their farm. She also eats potatoes from her farm and fruits, including pineapples, mangoes, and, you know. Yeah, of course, that video, I would wish to attach it here, but I cannot keep attaching everything. And she said that everything comes from their farm. Of course, even David Jr. in the other video, he was showing how they milk their own cows and they don't buy anything. Yet at the same time, now she says that Kenyan food is not the best. Caribbean food is better. And what I know from Caribbean food has seafood, and then they have also the Western food. Viva Education says, I think the Kenya meal is healthy, but not very diverse. Okay. I don't know. I should dig into the Caribbean, because Caribbean world, much of what they have is seafood. They have a lot of seafood, by the way. And when you come to the other sorts of food, they have plantain, they have cocoa yams, and I think in Kenya we have yams, we have potatoes, we have bananas, we have groundnuts, we have cereal, the kind of rice, a variety of it, and we also have what else? Maybe wheat, which you can prepare in different ways. We have chicken, which you can use with different things. We have ugali. So Veve Erudition tells us I'm an American. We have eaten the foods of different culture because many cultures are here. Thank you. That's great. That's great for having tried different types of foods. Yeah, because I believe I've traveled through Kenya. I'm yet to start traveling outside. And within Kenya, among the Maasai people, they foster much on meat, you know, a lot of beef and mutton and, you know, all that. They take a lot of that. You come to the Kikuyu people, there is muthokoi and a variety of other foods. Meru people, you know, I have friends from all over Kenya, and there's a variety. But I would like actually to walk through America and other different places so that I can also taste different cultural foods. Yeah, so that's it. And I was again looking at Iammarwa constructing the parking. Here, a variety of meat, seafood, and fowls, birds. Okay, that's great. So then I looked at this Iammarwa video. Let me just go through it. Iammarwa latest video. He was showcasing his pack, the parking. Let me just check. I don't know why it's not coming immediately on top. It should be here. Yeah, and of course he was walking up and down. And what do you think about this? He's so hardworking, right? Very hardworking. Hey, my goodness. Yeah, so unfortunately I had encountered a disconnection because my phone went off very fast. I had not been keen on the power, but I've just put on. So the disconnection was a bit of troublesome for me. I'm I'm very sorry for those who are live. You know. So it happened that while we were talking about DEE, the Ondari family, Iammarwa, getting to check on what the system is not responding. So no, I've had a problem with network as before I can come to this live stream. Yeah, so I was talking about David Jr. David Jr., I don't know whether he's worried. Are you worried, David Jr.? Because why did you have to go through yesterday's journey? You had to go visit your farm. And of course, we saw him showing. Let me just check again that video. I like going through something as I share also the video for the viewers. So David Jr. went through his farm. Remember, he bought land from the Maticos. So while he was going through his farm, he kept showing us how far it is. Hey, oh my goodness. Yeah, so we've reconnected finally, but people have gone. I hope they'll be coming back. So when we look at this Robert Gesuya, welcome on board. Veve Erudition, you can come back. Monica, and we had another one at first, yeah. So our discussion was on this family, the DEE family. And of course, I don't have to look and abuse anyone, but I'm just trying to look at the aspects and the question, yeah. And my phone somehow went off very fast. I also had a challenge with the network hanging, but luckily it has finally bought. Yeah, so let's continue with our live. Stay put, comment, bring in more people, share the videos, and let's chat. Yeah, so David Jr., I was just asking whether you people saw that he went around showing his video. Yeah, let me just check for it. David Jr. at Nyabohanze. David Jr. Let me show you something about him. Yeah, yesterday he was walking around Matiko's farm. Surprise, the big surprise, not that one. I checked that video yesterday. Yesterday. Let me just go back if you are on it. So did you see David Jr. and the way he was walking around with the father to Matiko and asking him, whose land is this? Whose land is this? Did you see that part if you watch David Jr. or DEE? I think then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me just find it. I'm still here. Thank you very much for staying put. Thank you very much for staying put. I hope next time I'll be ensuring that my battery is full. You know, I kind of took a lot of time to be set on the live stream because I had been busy, you know, making other educational videos. I also write books. I'm an author. I write books. Some of them are storybooks, some are plays for drama festivals and even for life generally. I do dance a lot. I do dance a lot. And I also love traveling. That's why I'm talking about in future. I really want to venture into this. So I was looking at David Jr. and there was a reaction. Somebody had written, so what did the chief say? Yeah, so the chief of Nyabohansa, you mean? Yeah, so the chief, of course, had indicated that no land should be sold in this place anymore because a lot of people are selling land in Nyabohansa. However, when they sell, all they do is to take beer, local brew, in fact, not even beer, local brew. Yeah? And when they do that, then they end up in a mess. You know, their life is just messed up. So, however, when Chef Matiko came and he was spending a lot of time with a lot of people from abroad at Marwa's place. The chief did not stop the land purchase because we are told they are going to buy a lot of acres, about 10 in Nyabohanse. So I'm like, what is this? You know, I wish somebody came to the rescue of people like Matiko, Murimi, and the brother. Because when you look at that family, I'm going to show you a little bit of that here. That family is totally in shit, you know.
This AI transforms.
Why did I use that word? Yeah, that family is in trouble. It's like they are going to be squatters very soon.
The
Very
kid's
soon.
photo into a
And you
personalized
know,
storybook
like
parents will pay for. Here's
we
how it
cannot
works.
blame
Just
Dimwango or David Jr. or whoever it is buying their land. We cannot. Why will you not blame them? We will not blame them because they have needs and they want to transact their land, so they sell it. So these people then have others who are opposing them, like Gintu, we have Ernesto, we have Mogesi. They are opposing them. And so we have a war kind of. And of course, people capitalize on them. Reactors either support this side or that side. As for me, I only look at the negative aspect or the positive aspect. I don't look at, you know, taking sides. I don't. So when you look at this video, let me just show this one. Yeah, so they are taking advantage of these people because of alcoholism, and I wish somebody came to the rescue. You know, compare this life here. I'm just showing it at a little bit. When you look at David Jr., Dimwango, Iammarwa, the entire family is doing great. And these are people who are informed. They can actually help change this society by ensuring that everyone lives a better life. However, they're just purchasing their land, like recently what Dimwango did after buying land. That boy, Murimi, went buying a motorbike. You know, a motorbike is a short-term asset. It can't do much for anyone. And after that, she was there praising and saying, now you have a machine, you'll be carrying me around. And people are so pissed off because at the end of the day, this alcoholic person is not going to even keep that motorbike. And there is a tour that David Jr. has decided to show. And he's calling the video Big Day at Matiko's home after betrayal. I bought new land. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Yeah? Let's just hear him here.
How we seal these deals and everything. Let me show you. Let me show you what's here. Let me show you what's here, guys. You know, my videos, they're always raw and edited and cut. Let me show you what's here, guys. So, what you think here, guys? Republic of Kenya. Address of buyer. Address of seller. Sale of land agreement form. We officially, guys, purchasing land today. And I thank God for His grace for sure. And what's here? What's here? What's here?
Yeah, so just look at that. Just look at that.
Here, guys,
you know, he buys, he has the form, he has the stamp, he has everything, you know. And today I was surprised that DEE yesterday, she said that money can do for you everything. Can you hear that? That money can do for you anything that you want, you know. So this family already knows that money is everything. Iammarwa has money. Of course, he has subscribers beyond 540 something, and he does vlogs, and even without struggle, people keep watching because he has traveled the world. DEE has followers who are almost, is it 400? And so she also has a lot of followers, and she's doing vlogs. And of course, she was saying like, people asked how much she earns and she was not able to share. She doesn't want to share. Why? Because of course they get charity from abroad. And this charity, when it comes, sometimes in the name of helping villagers, they do not actually help. I think you saw what happened to the Trench grandpa from Jamaica, and the clothes he brought, and what happened, the mess that happened in the villa. People struggling for clothes even when they have, not letting the poor have. And they were like, yeah, that's what the trenchman said. But genuinely, if I was in their position, I don't think I would actually do what they do. I don't think so. So they say haters, haters, haters. But in reality, there are some things they're not doing right, you know. As far as they are hardworking, focused, they are out of this alcoholism and whatever. But there are things they're not doing right. Yeah, so if only they corrected that, maybe it will be better. Because as you've said here, verse education, he rubs in the people's face, yeah? Like after getting that land, you can see David Jr. is boasting around, showing how he does documentation. He buys a stamp, he has the agreement form. Then he goes by showing how he has bought it, you know. Yeah, you know, at first he had given 60,000 shillings to take care of Matiko's health. Then, you know, there was whistleblowing from Gintu and such people. So he stopped. In fact, Matiko was collected from hospital by Ernesto and Gintu. And I don't know what happened, because in the video I made earlier, I was asking, like, will he be able to make sure that this man, Matiko, takes medication purely and the family changes? I wish people would do such. I just wish that somebody came up to help this family walk out from alcoholism. Because if that can be done, and that is why we always blame DEE, David Jr., and Iammarwa, because even though it is not their duty, but having, you know, become people who are earning, they are informed, we always ask, can they do such a thing? You know, like charity towards reforming, you know, reforming people in the society. Because like if you look at Nyambohanze, a lot of girls, young girls are pregnant and they give birth to children at a tender age. That means they are lacking education, you know, they are lacking someone to sensitize them on self dignity, such things as maybe providing small basic needs, you know, basic needs like even pads, yeah, that could help them to avoid these premature relations that lead them to become mothers at a tender age. Look at the example of this girl that Gintu is helping, for example. If many of them would be helped by Chef Matiko, Iammarwa, David Jr., and DEE, it could be a different situation. unfortunately, what we hear from DEE all the time is that I can't, I'm restraining myself from helping much. Iammarwa says I'm helping, but from a distance. I don't know how much. I'm yet to see. And then we have others who are like David Jr., of course, he's helping maybe when he's purchasing land. Like here, it's a big day at Matiko's home. That's his video. That is his video, the title. So you look at that title, you're like, okay, maybe he's going to reform their life or something great is going to happen. But when you come to the video and begin watching it up to the end, what do you see? He is buying their land. So here, a big day at Matiko's home after betrayal. So let's just see what he's doing here. Let's see what he's doing.
You'll be very, very shocked. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. 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 Hey, guys. You need to believe. Just keep in the work. Just put in the work and the rest you just leave it to God. Okay, guys. Still waiting for the chief. And also witnesses, they wanna be there, guys, you know, because I hear this narrative where like some people, they decided to use social media in a negative manner, you know, to spread negativity, where like other people have really invested their minds thinking our village is full of drama, it's full of chaos. Well, look, the village is so peaceful. These are my neighbors here. We're living life to the full. We keep working
Life to the
guys.
fullest, right?
And the best
Life to the fullest. But the reality is only few people in Nyabohanse are living life to the fullest. But we have those who are just living a dream. You know, they are trapped by alcohol, they are trapped by poverty, they are trapped by ignorance. Yeah. So that's why when people from outside see this and they wonder, because in most places, people don't want, you cannot want to progress alone and let other people remain behind. I've seen a situation, for example, there's a part I bought land, and when I bought that land, I saw that there was someone else who had bought land from someone who was drunk. And in their agreement, they agreed that he builds about 3 doors, rental houses for this man. That was very good because after doing that, this man now cannot sell it. And of course, the agreement was there is no selling of that house. So now every month, this man earns something from the 3 doors, rental houses that were built by whoever bought his land. Are you seeing? So when we are talking about these things, the people in Nyabohanse or David Jr. or Iammarwa or DEE, they think we do not know what we are talking about. They think we are blind, we are, you know, we are totally lost. We have not done anything in life, you know. We are aging, but we are not graceful. We are just bitter. We are hateful. That's what they believe. So, you see, as you're saying, verb erudition and others who are on board because they have not chatted to show us who they are. These people don't care. You can see they have a very carefree attitude, even in their posture, even in their walk, even as long as they have transacted a piece of land, that's all. As long as they can transact a piece of land and have a document, walk around, you know, drive cars, go to the airport, travel to the next destination, that is their peace. Yeah, so let's look at this because he was heading to Matiko's, I think, to buy land again. And the positive reactors for this family just say that David Jr. has now humiliated the haters. And you wonder, who is the hater here? Who is the hater here?
With you. But for now, let us keep it a secret But for those who are smart, they
So
already know, guys.
what is the secret here?
Yeah, the dream is so big to extend these, these premises from here to a known place.
Unknown.
Okay, guys, let's do this. Why are you still not making
So
money from trading?
you see,
It's time.
according to David Jr., he has to extend his piece of land, right? He's going to extend his piece of land. But when you look at the rest of the people in this family, especially Matiko family, scroll with me saying, today you look different. How? How different am I looking? I don't know. I believe I'm just looking like I did yesterday. It's only the dressing, maybe. Okay, so let's get on to this discussion. We are at Nyabohanse, currently coming there. Yeah, so I don't look different. I just look the same. So I'm scrolling here to just show some evidence on what I'm talking about. I am Lucy. Welcome. Hi. I saw you on JT podcast. So we are here, of course, synthesizing the aspects in Nyabohanse. Scroll with me. I really like your accent. It's marvelous. Thank you. Bravo, bravo. Yeah, so I'm Lucy. Hi. All right. So when you look at what David Jr. is doing, David Jr. is actually led by this aspect of, as long as I'm well, I don't care. That's what he thinks. When you look at his posture, he's like taking after the brother and the sister. Yeah. And of course, we can say at least Iammarwa has done something for people here and there. But when you look at David Jr., I don't know. Because when you look at the money he gave to Matiko's father for treatment, it was attached to land. And I believe that is the same land they are selling here. Did you ever try to sing? Yeah, I've tried that. In fact, I've composed a lot of songs. And I don't know whether if you get to my channel known as Music Hills, you will get to see some songs there. Though I've not done a lot of that. Sometimes in Kenya we are frustrated by situations and we tend to be so slow in our achievement of our dreams. Yeah, because when I was in university, I did a lot of singing. I did a lot of singing. When I began teaching, I've been coaching students on songs, and of course I composed them. I do a lot of poetry. If you look at poem Hunters, if you go to that, you will meet me there. Yeah, so I am Lucy. We meet again. Thank you. We meet again. Yeah, I saw you at JT podcast, and welcome on board. This is how we grow together. Yeah, Vav Erudition says I came randomly. Thank you. Don't regret, because actually I feel the warmth. With you people around, I feel the warmth. Today is my birthday. Can you sing me happy birthday? Okay. Happy birthday, scroll me. Happy birthday, scroll with me. Happy birthday, scroll with me. Happy birthday, scroll with me. How about that? So let's continue with this one here. Yeah, happy birthday. So let's wish Scroll with me happy birthday for those who are on board as we go on with this discussion on Nyabohanse. Mute this so that I can check the next thing to show. Yeah, I was randomly playing parts in this. 45 seconds. Thank Whether you are new to trading or starting. Yeah, so
alright guys,
look at this.
We are here. We are inside my farms. So
look at this.
We are
and the advertisements are too many on their videos again. I feel
changing the community. You know the house that I'm
Thank
building
you.
in
Your voice is
Nyabohanse
really
market.
good. Thank you.
And
So look at this.
to dig this well. And you've seen the lands that are bought within the village. Lots. What do you think about that? What's your take?
Yeah. You see, he's bragging about the lands he's bought in the village. And of course, there's this lady that came yesterday in one of his videos, and he saw the lady and he was doubtful about who he is. Why should you live in fear? So this family, we realize they are living in fear. Sort of they are living in fear, right? If I'm not wrong. Yeah, why do I say they're living in fear? Because like David Jr. sees this lady yesterday and he quickly begins to doubt her intentions. The first question was, were you sent? Let me just get that video. Meanwhile, you can keep commenting on what you think about this. Have you seen even the building, the home of the Matikos? And Matiko is there with the father and the chief, ready to sell a pack of land. And they're feeling so embarrassed, you know. I told you this is an alcoholic family. And they tend to, you know, rely on others for survival. Scroll with me. Let's imagine if you become prime minister, president. So what is the first thing to do? The first thing to do. The first thing then as a leader should be to check on the state of affairs, like see the negatives. What are the negatives currently? The economy is very poor, right? So you renovate, you fill the gaps on the economic challenges, make a place better for the people. If the changes should be in educational system, that's what you start with. If it's in health, you improve health. If it's the economic situation, make the economic situation better, like if it's to do with business, let businesses open. Agri-business, that is farms and businesses enhanced. Yeah, so let's keep going with this, the Devi Marwa thing. Devi Marwa MWANGO and all that. Because I'll be doing Rosho later, maybe during the day tomorrow. So let's look at this video. The one I'm supposed to show. This one here.
Know what's going on the other side because I can hear the goat is making some noise, guys.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so look at the small boss here.
Welcome to today's vlog, guys. We are here today. It's a beautiful day. Look, we thank God for life. Oh, that one has already been milked. Yeah.
Can you
That's why the
imagine?
cow.
So
I don't want to go closer because it's always aggressive. This one here. Always.
can you imagine what David Jr. is telling people here? Yeah, so he wakes up, he goes into his car, sits, and begins to make videos. But on the other side, you've just seen the latest video that we've shown when he was bragging about buying land. He has bought lands. He said bought lands, not even land, in the village. And he's proving a point that he always documents. In fact, he told us yesterday that his videos are documentaries of what he does, because haters out there begin talking about his land and say he's grabbed. Yeah, so he's proving a point that he's not a land grabber, but he's opportunistic, I believe. And of course, taking advantage of those who are confused, like the family of Matiko here. So he's been able to have a very large part of land at his tender age. I don't know if his sister says he's in 20s, so what, how old is he? Lucy, might you be aware? Okay, so if Lucy is not aware then, or somebody is not aware on board, let's get to this one here. The part that I wanted to show you before I just close this today's live stream. Here. Is it here? This part here. I want you to look at this.
Hey, in this village, guys, we have beautiful girls as well. You know, we're not bad. We're not bad. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
How is everything?
Everything is good.
What's up? What's going on?
Hi.
How can I help? Okay, speak louder. How can I help you?
I want to open a YouTube channel.
Ah? Honestly, guys, I fear people. For real, I fear people.
Why do you fear people?
Yeah, so did you hear that? He fears people. I wonder how comes this lady indicated later in the video that he's from the neighborhood, he's ever gone to their home and worked. She also indicated he's in university, possibly meaning that she's been from here but currently studying in Nairobi on holiday. So how comes, because when I look at her age and Devi Jr., they are almost in the same age bracket. And when you grow up in a village, most times you just know the people around there. So my question is, how comes Devi Jr. is not aware about this lady? And when he comes, the next question will be, have you been sent by the haters? So let's see this part again, this part here.
See, it's because of my past.
Which past?
We have ungrateful people around here.
I'm not ungrateful. I'm not among them. I'm different.
Okay, so how can I help you? Or were you sent by the haters?
No.
Huh?
So that was the question, were you sent by the haters? So does that mean that many people within this village are haters? And why are they haters? And of course, when he was showing us around, indicating the boundary of his land, he talked about haters again. And this took me back to many reactors and how they view the fact that whenever they talk about anything to correct this family, then they are called haters. They are called haters. So this lady was being informed that, have you been sent by the haters? Now, what do you think? Because I looked at the comment section and some people are like, yeah, be very, do not trust this lady so easily. Maybe she has been sent by haters. What do you think? Is this just a suspicious way of living because of they know that they are taking advantage of some people? Of course, they are using their money. They are transacting because they have been asked, but they are not taking any steps to change these people's lives. Instead, they are letting them remain as they are so that they keep buying their land, expanding. Of course, you've seen him saying there that he's going to expand his territory. Yeah? So you're saying, I think Junior told her to show up and come there. Oh, so it's a script. I didn't think of that. So that should be a script. Yeah, because I was wondering, these people grew up in the same village. How comes he doesn't know her? And she's telling us that he is a friend. And the conversation is very artificial. It's not like somebody who is very new. Yeah, let's just proceed to listen and see a bit of what happens then.
Was she sent?
They look like I was sent.
Okay, who sent? How did you know I was here then?
I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. The lady says, I don't know. Do you think she didn't know that he was here? And later in the video, she said that she just saw the motorbike. Can it happen? Does it happen by coincidence? You want to open a YouTube channel, you come by, you introduce yourself. Then when she says she's a friend, he asks where. And then he says, were you sent by the haters? So somebody saying here, Erudition is saying, Baby P, moms wanted better treatment for her daughter. She'll be the next girl for the upcoming videos. I'm trying to connect this so that I understand. She'll be the next girl for the upcoming videos. Okay. Yeah, so that really amazed me. Yeah. And the lady, of course, explains that they're on holiday because she's in university. Sorry, I have some kind of cold. It's a bit cold currently here. So this 5 is Daisy still with baby P? Yeah, that's my question too. That's my question too. Yeah, because I'm like, okay, so baby B with the new girl. Yeah, and I was looking at this girl again. I don't know why I saw some similarity between her and the police girl. I don't know. I just feel that like there is some relationship between this girl and the police girl, the girlfriend to David Jr. I don't know. Lucy, best of thumbnail. Don't think so. Yeah, so at the end of the day, David Jr. showed us, imagine walking around with this old man. And look at the question he asks here about Matiko.
Yeah, Matiko is his kid. Walisema sikuwa namlipia pesa, imagine. Even the dad is laughing. So I just told the dad, some haters said I wasn't paying, her medical bills and everything. He just laughed. That one, I just leave it to God. But I wish if he could be here, I could ask him such questions. Really, really tough questions.
Really, really
like
tough.
Who was the one facilitating?
Questions. So it's like today, David Jr. is trying to prove a point to whoever he calls haters. And of course, the haters here in this script, I'm reading Gintu because Ernesto Gintu and Mogesi have been surrounding that aspect of Matiko. And it's like he's trying to prove a point that regardless of not being recognized for what I've done much. But then today, we are surprised by the video as he shows around buying land. Then he takes the sister to the airport, gone to London, and he's saying, we do not know the next destination. Of course, I know tomorrow we'll be watching and making another live stream or doing something on it. And we don't know whether we'll be seeing the competition as this lady, MWANGO, shows now the places that she had not visited in the previous visit. Maybe she has just realized that there are so many places because Rochelle made sure that she went in so many places. Yeah. So I've done this one for quite long, so I'll have to end this. Thank you for those who came on board. Yeah. Let's have another live stream tomorrow, probably during the day, because during the night sometimes it's very cold because of this season, and you may not have a very perfect flow of internet and such things, and but the environment is quite cool, no noise. During the day kids make a lot of noise, they want your attention. Yeah, everybody around running. Yeah, so I think we've had a very peaceful moment during the live stream and people coming by commenting. I'm so appreciative to I Am Lucy, Verb Erudition. We had Monica. There was somebody else, Scroll With Me. There were other people here who did not come to present, their names or do a comment or something like that. But I really appreciate, and I urge you to watch the rest of the videos, share my videos. Let's grow together. If maybe you are a content creator, of course, I'll be going through your videos also to see what you do. Otherwise, adios. Have a nice time.